Annyeonghaseyo Yorobun. Welcome everyone to my YouTube channel. My name is Precious Osika and yes, Nana Kim as you always call me. Alright, now this video is a little bit different. It's not for the main monthly mission that we have in the Kinfluencer Academy. This video is actually created out of the generosity to answer so many frequently asked questions by K-influencers. Now, I belong to so many groups where there are fellow K-influencers like me, and I keep on seeing questions being repeated over and over again. And even for the first timers and also those who probably are coming in for the second time. Now, I am a two-time K-influencer. I was in the K-influencer Academy last year in 2022. And somehow this year seems to be different in a way. Yes, it's a bit different from last year. So in this regards, I am making this video to answer these frequently asked questions. Now, I am using the main mission, the main monthly mission as an example, okay? However, for other missions that will come, you can come back to this video to guide you, okay? You can come back to this video to guide you. And I don't know yet if I'm still going to make more videos as we go to guide for every mission, but you can use this video as a guide. If it happens that I make more videos monthly, good, right? However, if I do not make videos monthly to explain the mission for that month, you can use this one as a guide. Now, this particular video is going to cover different segments. So I'm going to, first of all, give you like a background, okay, an introduction, especially in the area of the mission itself, the mission topic. Then I'm also going to cover those frequently asked questions, as well as I'm going to show you, okay, I'm going to show you how to go about filling the form and, submitting it, because there's a whole lot of confusion here that I see fellow K-influencers do. So I hope at the end of the day, you'll be able to enjoy this video. You would understand it as much as you can. And please do not forget to give my video a thumbs up. And I want to see your comments. I am so interested in your comments. Yes, I want to see more questions you have. I want to see your encouragement. And above all, I need you to stay glued to my channel. So you need to subscribe and stay glued to my channel. Okay, now let's get started. Okay, the first one we are going to be looking at here is discussing the topic. So the monthly mission for May, there are two topics, and in those two topics, the first one says promote your YouTube channel in relation to Korean culture, while the other one says waiting for the 2023 induction ceremony. And they have given us two, and we are asked to choose one, okay? So if you are going for the first one, which says promote your YouTube channel in relation to Korean culture, it simply means that you are going to be creating video content relating to what you do on your YouTube channel that is in relation to Korean culture. You know that there are some channels that are not only purely Korean. So they have other things they post there, they have their personal lives they drop there, okay? Why there are some channels is purely Korean. So whichever way it is, the most important thing is you need to promote your YouTube channel in relation to Korean culture. So look at your YouTube channel. What exactly is your YouTube channel all about? Are you in Korean literature? Are you in Korean fashion? Are you in Korean culture as a whole? Are you in Korean language? Are you K-pop? Are you the dance people? Are you in K-dramas? Are you K-food, K-beauty, K-news? Just look around what your channel is all about. Now, if your channel is new and maybe you haven't made like videos, you still not decided what your channel is all about, there's still no big deal. The most important thing is let it be about Korean culture. Just ensure that whatever you are creating is in relation to Korean culture. So for example, my channel as a whole has a lot about Korean. I have the Korean culture, I have Korean travel, I do a lot of Korean destinations. I also have Korean literature. So many of my works are in Korean literature, okay? I have a bit of Korean food and Korean beauty. So I can decide that, all right, I'm going to create some videos on Korean beauty. I'm going to create videos on Korean literature. I'm going to create videos on Korean culture as a whole, because I really make educational videos relating to Korean culture itself. So ensure that whatever you are making, okay, ensure that whatever you are making is in relation to Korean culture. Now for the next one, waiting for the 2023 induction ceremony. So this might be a little bit confusing, or maybe a little boring for some people. They might be like, what am I going to do here? What am I going to do here? There are a lot of things to be done. So you can make videos regarding to things you are expecting, okay, in the induction ceremony, things you want to see in the induction ceremony, your anticipation or expectations about it, all right? You can also make videos regarding to maybe the food you would love to take to the induction ceremony, or food you would love to snack on while you are watching the induction ceremony from your home. So you can decide to go about that. You can also talk about Korean dresses you might know, or fashion trends you might love to explore as you wait for the induction ceremony, or maybe you wear to the induction ceremony. So these are just ideas. Like I said, they are ideas, but you need to be creative on your own. Okay, you need to be creative on your own while you are making this video. So I hope this helps. I really hope it helps someone out there. Now let's go on to the next segment, and the next segment is understanding what you are to do. You know, this is for the mission, understanding the mission, but right now, what are you to do so that at least you can get top score? Now I need to make a disclaimer here. I am explaining these things to the best of my knowledge, to the best of my abilities, and also to the best of my experience as a Kinfluencer. However, the final decision lies, in the Kinfluencer Academy. So you might do everything in my video I have said, and maybe somehow your scores may not still come at tops. But I will try as much as possible to explain it to the barest minimum. And like I said, always be creative and try to do something unique and follow your heart, and also try to understand it very well to the best of your own abilities. I'm just a guide here. I am not I don't have the final say. Okay. All right, let's get started into that. Okay, if you go to the Google Classroom, all right, you would see that there's something called rubric, more like your scores, right? So what you expected is over 100. They always score it over 100. So if you go to the first one, you will see participation is over 40. Now, if you submit within deadline, remember there's a deadline, I think it's ending on the 25th or so, please go back again to the poster to be sure about it. I beg you, go back to be sure about it. So, the deadline, if you submit within deadline, you already have 40 marks. Okay, now if you submit late, so let's say you submit they always give a 1 week grace extra, usually way back. I don't know if that will apply now, but if you submit late, you are going to have 20 parts. So the late submission usually have a deadline. Okay, now if you submit within that late submission deadline, you have 20. Now if you do not even submit at all, like you do not submit at all, you have 0, so you are not getting anything. I hope this is clear. Now let's get down to integrity. This is where some of the Kinfluencers are not paying attention to. So I do hope you pay attention to this one. Now, the R theme more than 5 minutes. The R theme has a lot of meanings. For some, RT is retention time. Some it is run time. However, to my own understanding, because it's a YouTube video, I see RT as run time or retention time. So that is the duration of your video. That is how I perceive it as. Remember, everything about my video right now is according to my own ability and view. Okay, so if you want to get a full score of 30 marks, your video should be more than 50. Sorry, your video should be more than 5 minutes. Sorry about that, please. So if you want to get 30, 30 marks, your video should be more than 5 minutes. Okay. And there is another thing. There should be more than one scene change. So that is to say, scene change simply means you'll be changing the scene of your video, okay? It depends on how you want to create your thing, but you can use transitions to help in, building up the scene change. So if you have up to 5 minutes of your video and you have more than one scene change, then it's most likely you are going to have your full marks. So if you have 3 to 5 minutes, it's not more than 5 minutes, it's within this angle 3 to 5, then 20 marks. And then if it is less than 3, you have 10 marks, okay? Now let's get down to activeness. All right, next is to include a thumbnail. So you need to learn how to include thumbnails. Some people don't include thumbnails in their video. So you can go to Canva and design a thumbnail, okay? So ensure you add it. It actually gives your video beauty and it helps people when it comes to clicking through. So with a thumbnail, people can easily understand what your video is all about and it will help increase your click-through rates. Don't you like that? Okay, so you have 10 marks there. And then you need to fill your description section. There's a part for you to describe your video, what your video is all about. And ensure you include the hashtag Kinfluencer so that you can get another 10 marks there. And then when you submit 2 or more videos, you get an extra 10 marks. I hope this one is clear. So there might be questions like, what about shorts? What about if I share my links to my platform? They didn't really say anything much here, but I feel that you can do that if you want to. And if you still want to include the links in the form, please, you are free to do that, okay? The thing here is, I just need you to be your best. So the thing is, even if at the end of the day you have done your best, even if you do not get the full marks, but at least try to ensure that you are having a good grade so that at the end of the day you can smile and you are happy. I hope this one is clear. All right, let's go to the next segment where it involves filling the form itself. So how do you go about filling the form? Now, if you go to the Google Classroom, the link is already there, okay? That is the link to the Google form you are to fill is there. So just go down, you see it, attachments. When you go to attachments, you click on it, okay? So when you click on it, the form is going to come out and you'll be asked to fill some things like you can see on the screen. So you have email, you include your email, your first name. Please try to use the email you've been using. Be consistent with your email, okay? The email they know you for, that this is the email you have been using, use that. Then your name on your passport, the way it is, your first and last name. And your name as a Google Classroom student. So what name is appearing on that Google Classroom? Fill it, the name of your YouTube channel. And then the link to your mission videos. So of course, you know that, like they said, 2 or more, right? And so you have your videos ready. So fill all your videos there, but ensure you put a comma. Okay, so please do it in such a way that it's not going to clump up. So when you put one link, okay, you give a little space, you put a comma, you put in like that, give a comma and all of that, okay? Now the next one is link to additional content. So those additional content you probably have made, maybe your YouTube shorts, maybe you promoted it, so put all those links there and at the end of the day, you submit. Now, after submitting, you need to go back. So once you're done, just go back, okay? When you go back, just raise this top. When you raise it a little, as you can see what I've done, you click on mark has done. So once you do that, ensure it is showing that you have done that. Because sometimes we could be so fast in doing things and, it might just go off. I remember last year, there was a friend of mine, she did this and at the end of the day, she went back and realized that it wasn't marked as done. I felt so bad for her. So please, you need to be patient when you are doing all of this. You don't need to rush. You're not in a competition with anybody, okay? So try to do things. Now, after that, you are done, okay? Now, I've received some other questions, so I'm going to be answering them. Questions like, okay, what if I've done all of these things I've submitted and I later make more videos? How do I go about that? Well, you have submitted. Honestly speaking, I do not know if you can resubmit again because I don't think that's allowed, but you can always send an email. Okay, send an email. You can see the email on the screen. Send an email to this email details and then get more information. Or if you are an intensive member, you can ask the manager of that your group so that you can be sure about it. Now, another question they ask is, can I show my face and all of that? Well, for me, I don't show my face in all of my videos. I show in some, I don't show in some. So it just depends on you and what you can do. Okay. And now some people have also asked questions like, how do I edit my videos? What do I do? There are apps you can use like InShot, like CapCut. These are apps. You can just Google some of these things. But when it comes to design, I know of Canva very well because that is what I use. Okay. And now for some people, when it comes to the area of understanding the team. Now, what I will always say is, if you do not understand the team, you can ask questions, okay, or you can look at other videos what people are doing, and then you can draw inspiration from there. Please do not copy anybody. You can draw inspiration from there. So I don't know if there are more questions. If there are more questions, you need to put them in the comment section so that I can look at them and provide answers to them. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to my YouTube channel.